President Nelson says, "As you know, we are performing major renovations on the historic Salt Lake Temple. This temple must stand much longer. The hymn, 'How Firm a Foundation,' has come to have a new meaning for us. We are looking at the original foundation of the Salt Lake Temple. These many decades later, if we examine the foundation closely, we can see the effects of erosion, gaps in the original stonework, and varying stages of stability in the masonry. The foundation of any building, particularly one as large as this one, must be strong and resilient enough to withstand earthquakes, corrosion, high winds, and the inevitable settling that affects all buildings. We are sparing no effort to give this venerable temple, which had become increasingly vulnerable, a foundation that will withstand the forces of nature into the millennium. In like manner, it is now time that we each implement extraordinary measures, perhaps measures we have never taken before, to strengthen our personal spiritual foundations. These are the latter days. If you and I are to withstand the forthcoming perils and pressures, it is imperative that we each have a firm spiritual foundation built upon the rock of our Redeemer, Jesus Christ. So I ask each of you, how firm is your foundation? And what reinforcements to your testimony and understanding of the gospel are needed? The temple lies at the center of strengthening our faith and spiritual fortitude because the Savior and his doctrine are the very heart of the temple. Everything taught in the temple, through instruction and through the Spirit, increases our understanding of Jesus Christ. We will need his power in the days ahead. The Lord has declared that despite today's unprecedented challenges, those who build their foundations upon Jesus Christ and have learned how to draw upon his power need not succumb to the unique anxieties of this era. Temple ordinances and covenants are ancient. Temples have been part of this dispensation from its earliest days. From that time forward, temple ordinances were gradually refined. The principles of the gospel of Jesus Christ are divine. Nobody changes the principles and doctrine of the church except the Lord by revelation. But methods change as the inspired direction comes to those who preside at a given time. Ponder these three truths. The restoration is a process, not an event, and will continue until the Lord comes again. The ultimate objective of the gathering of Israel is to bring the blessings of the temple to God's faithful children. As we seek how to accomplish that objective more effectively, the Lord reveals more insights. The ongoing restoration needs ongoing revelation. Current adjustments in temple procedures and others that will follow are continuing evidence that the Lord is actively directing his church. When renovations on the Salt Lake Temple are completed, there will be no safer place during an earthquake in the Salt Lake Valley than inside that temple. Likewise, whenever any kind of upheaval occurs in your life, the safest place to be spiritually is living inside your temple covenants. When your spiritual foundation is built solidly upon Jesus Christ, you have no need to fear. Then when spiritual earthquakes occur, you will be able to stand strong because your spiritual foundation is solid and immovable.